You never know when a miracle walks through your door, and sometimes it wears tiny shoes and carries a pink backpack. It was a cold evening when a group of rough-looking bikers gathered inside Rusty Wheel's bar, laughing, drinking, and sharing stories from the road. But none of them expected their lives to change that night. All because of a little girl who burst through those doors, her eyes wide with fear, her hands trembling as she clutched a faded pink backpack. Before we dive into this heart-touching story, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because this story will remind you that kindness still exists in the most unexpected places. The door slammed open with a loud bang, silencing the music and chatter. Every biker turned, their eyes narrowing at the sight before them. There she was, a little girl, no more than 7 years old, her hair messy, her cheeks streaked with tears. She looked terrified. "Please, help me," she whispered, her small voice breaking. "They're after me." At first, the men thought it was a prank. A biker bar wasn't exactly a place where children wandered in. But when she flinched at the sound of a passing truck outside, it became clear. This was no joke. The leader of the group, a tall, bearded man named Hank Hammer Dalton, stood up. Hank had seen everything: bar fights, gang rivalries, life on the road, but nothing prepared him for this moment. He knelt beside her. "Easy there, sweetheart. You're safe here?" "What's your name?" "Lily," she whispered, holding her pink backpack close. "Please don't let them find me." The men exchanged uncertain looks. They were bikers, tough, rugged, and not exactly known for dealing with scared little girls. But Hank's gut told him something was seriously wrong. They gave Lily a warm blanket and some hot cocoa from the bar. Slowly, her breathing steadied. "What's in the backpack, kiddo?" one biker asked gently. She hugged it tighter. "It's all I have left." Before Hank could press further, 2 dark SUVs roared past the bar outside, their headlights sweeping across the parking lot. Lily shrank in fear, hiding under the table. "Those are them," she cried. "They took my mommy." The room went silent. Hank's eyes hardened. Hank motioned for everyone to stay calm. He peeked through the blinds. Men in black suits were scanning the area, one talking into a walkie-talkie. This wasn't random. The bikers locked the doors and shut the lights. "All right," Hank said quietly. "Lily, tell me everything." Through her sobs, Lily explained her mother had worked for a wealthy businessman named Mr. Crowley, who was involved in shady dealings. When she found out he was trafficking children, she gathered evidence and tried to escape. But Crowley's men caught her. Lily had managed to run away, with her mom's pink backpack. Inside it was something Crowley desperately wanted back. When Hank carefully unzipped the backpack, everyone leaned closer. Inside was a small USB drive, some documents, and a photo of Lily and her mom smiling in happier times. The USB contained proof, bank transfers, addresses, and recordings, everything linking Crowley to child trafficking and corruption. "This is big," Hank muttered. "Too big." He turned to his crew. "We're not letting anyone touch this girl." For the first time, those rough bikers felt a sense of purpose beyond the road and the rumble of their engines. Minutes later, the SUVs returned, this time stopping right outside. Armed men stepped out, heading for the bar. The bikers exchanged nods. Hank grabbed his chain, locked the doors. "Protect the kid." The attackers tried to force their way in, shouting demands, but the bikers stood their ground. They weren't soldiers, but they fought like lions. Bottles shattered, tables flipped, fists flew. The sound of roaring engines and chaos filled the night. In the middle of it all, Lily hid behind the counter, clutching the pink backpack, praying. Just as one of the attackers aimed a gun at Hank, sirens wailed in the distance. Someone had tipped off the police. When the smoke cleared, Crowley's men were arrested. The USB was handed over to the authorities, and investigations began immediately. Crowley was taken down, and dozens of kidnapped children were rescued thanks to the evidence Lily's mother had risked her life to protect. But Lily's mom, she was never found. The bikers buried her photo behind the bar under a rose bush, marking the spot with a small plaque that read, "For the mother who gave her life for love and truth." Lily stayed with Hank and the biker family for a while. They taught her how to ride a small bike, how to laugh again, how to be brave, Months later, a kind social worker helped her find a loving home, but she never forgot her biker uncles. Every year, she came back to Rusty Wheel's bar with that same pink backpack, now clean and repaired, to bring flowers to her mother's plaque and share a meal with Hank and the gang. Inside that pink backpack, she still carried her mother's photo, and a small keychain Hank gave her that said, "Ride with courage." Sometimes, heroes don't wear capes. They wear leather jackets and carry the scars of the road. And sometimes, the smallest souls carry the biggest strength. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it, because you never know who needs a reminder that hope still exists, even in the darkest places.